Hello and welcome to an all-new Comic Corner. I'm, as always, Steven. Today, I'm going to talk about a trade, paperback that I have, which is, as everybody knows, a collection of comics. This is actually a trade I've had for a while. I have the first 3 of the complete series, because this is a series that is all done and over with. I think I need another 7, and I was going to wait to read it until after I had the entire collection. However, for some reason, it's taken me a while to get them all. But I do have the first 3. So, the first one, and I've read the 3 that I have. I just actually read them the other day. First one is book 1 of Why the Last Man. I've gotten these used. I probably won't end up getting the single issues because some of them are expensive. And these ones, I think I got this one from an old book trading club I was a part of, like, years ago, where, what was it called? Book Mooch, I think. Basically, it's like a book swap. It's like you had at school, only this happened on the internet, and you did it with people in different states. And I had gotten them. So most of the ones I have are like old ones from stores or libraries. They're not the best condition. I might eventually upgrade. Get some off Amazon or something. But I've been wanting to read this series for a while. So, the condition they're in right now, I don't really care. And if nothing else, they're reader copies, and I'll just keep them on the bookshelf. But, Why the Last Man? Unmanned is the name of this. First arc. 6 comics, issues 1 through 6. And it's written by Brian K. Vaughan. And it's not bad. Like, first couple of issues is like an introduction. You meet York, this guy, who is like an illusionist, and his monkey that he's supposed to be training, Ampersand. You also meet his mother, who's a representative, congresswoman, and his sister, who is an ambulance EMT medic for a fire department, and a few other people, key players in the series along the way. 355, who's an agent of the culprit ring, and Dr. Mann, who is a scientist into cloning. Anyway, the beginning has Yorick talking to his girlfriend, who's in Australia, and he's asking her to marry him. And before she can answer, like, every man in the world just drops dead, with the exception of Yorick and Ampersand. So, as far as anybody knows, Yorick and Ampersand are the only living males in the world. And the next time you see him, he's like traveling, he has a gas mask on. Because they're like in apocalyptic times. Because when all the men died, like, planes crashed that they were piloting, so, you know, it was devastation around the world, all at the same time. He gets to where his mom is in Washington from New York, By walking, it takes them a while. And she tries to lock him away into a presidential vault that they were using for, the president had commissioned for if there was an attack, it would be someplace he could stay. So Y, which is like his nickname, I guess, was like, you know what, I don't want to stay in here. So he set fire inside the building to release himself. And he goes, so like ultimately the president, who when they're looking for, you actually meet Agent 355 because she is looking for the new president who, through the line of succession, I think it ends up being the head of the Department of Agriculture or something like that, because everybody above her was a male, so they all died. They take and make her president, and she sends Yorick, Ampersand, and Agent 355 on a mission to find Dr. Mann, who is the leading geneticist when it comes to cloning. And they find her, and she thinks she's the one that started the plague because she had a cloned baby inside her she was trying to give birth to when all the men died. So she's living with guilt. But they talk her into helping, and her lab gets torched, burned down. So now they have to go to California, and so they're looking for a ride to get to California. Ultimately, well, it seems like I should write notes before I take and explain the plot of something as like this. Um, the book is good, excellent read. Like, I would recommend this to everyone. And I've been wanting to read this for a while, ever since I saw it in an episode of Chuck, the TV series. So it's been a while, because that's been off the air for years. Well, the first three books were amazing. I'm going to probably review the other two in the coming weeks. And, it's good. The artwork is there. This is one of the characters in the first three books. So far, I don't know if she's continues being in them, but that's like the head of the Israeli army, or she becomes it after all the men die. Her nickname's Alter. We do find out what happens to Hero when all the men die. Some women band together and become these groups called the Amazons, which are like men hating, everybody hating. It's like, I don't know, they're just out to cause hate and discontent, and they like cut off one of their boobs and go around wreaking havoc. And anything that might have to do with a man, like they take and go to the Washington Monument because it's a phallic symbol, and they spray paint it and all that stuff. But so they don't have like anything to do with men at all. And we find out that Yorick's sister Hero is in fact part of the Amazon clan. When we meet her, she's just taken her indoctrination, and she's cut off her boob, and she's out to take and find the supposed man that somebody comes and tells the group about. And that's about where we end it. Yorick, Dr. Mann, and 355 and Ampersand make the plan to go out to California to Dr. Mann's other lab where she might have the equipment to figure out why Yorick was immune to all the men dying and stuff. But yeah, ultimately, excellent book. I can't wait to see read the rest. I have to, of course, get the rest of them. I got the first 3, which I've read. I think there's 10, but don't quote me on it. Pretty sure there is. But yeah, like right here. Here's where you first meet Hero after the plague hits, and you find out she's part of the Amazon. Spoilers. See, they cut off their boobs and stuff, but yeah. And there's some excellent artwork. Like, I don't. These must be the covers of some of the books, but they look awesome. Well, some of the issues. So yeah, pretty good. I recommend it. If anybody's read the series, let me know if it's what you thought of it. Like I said, I'm looking for the other books. Every now and again, Bull Moose has some of the used ones, and I seen some at one of the local comic stores. But the last time I was in there, they were all sold out because that's my luck. I went to go buy one, and they're gone. Because now that I know it's the first 3, like I thought I had like books 1, 2, and another one somewhere in the middle, but I figured out I have the first 3. So now that I know that, I can't find the books that I want from 4 on. But you know how it is. So yeah, this is a great start, I think. You get an introduction of the characters, and York really starts his journey. So until next time, I'll see you later.